Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. So make it a great night, folks. It is better to believe than to disbelieve. In doing so, you bring everything to the realm of possibility. Albert Einstein. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 6, NASDAQ up 1, S&P's up 1, gold contract down $15.30, trading at $1,068 an ounce. Silver down 6 cents at $14.16 an ounce. Platinum off 12 bucks, $8.53 an ounce. Copper down a penny and a half at $2.09 a pound. Light sweet crude down a buck, $40.76 a barrel. Bonds, the 10-year up 2 ticks, 126.21. 30 up 15 ticks, 153.23. King dollar up 197 ticks at 99.73. The euro down 45 at 106, and the yen is trading at 123.42. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at it. This is going to get really interesting, folks, and this is why. We have a little divergence here. S&Ps. Let's start with the S&Ps. So the SPY, folks, gets to a price point today of 207.09. Now, the benchmark on this on the way down, it was November 9th. We come off the highs, you come down with volume on November 9th, you go sideways. That benchmark is 206.95. We went into the 206.95, rejected price, had lighter volume. What that sets up a failure number one, which we got. We also got a failure that it couldn't even hold the highs of yesterday, which was the 205.69. You're at 205.47. Closed under it. So what is that? That's an ABC structure on the way down. Now, A to B equals C to D. What you'll need is you'll need volume of more than your swing point at the lows as you go after the swing low that we're talking about, which is 203.18, which is the low of yesterday. The price projection for the SPY is 197.56. So failure was in spades out here. NDX 100. After the NDX 100, I'll talk to you about the divergence, because it's pretty, this is really intriguing, particularly because the way this was trading just a few minutes before the close. NDX 100, the Qs, we get to 112.29. You do 23 million shares versus 52 million. So you can see you go to a higher high, can't handle the price, backs off, has lighter volume. That's a 6-point ABC structure on the way down, potential. We'll see how it goes after the low of 109.48, and we're going to be looking for a volume of more than 52 million. 52 million is the prior day of Friday. It wasn't yesterday. But as I said, if you want to stay conservative in the structure, meaning make it harder to do, when you have two lows that are so close, I take the low with the highest amount of volume for the full price projection. Okay, so now that being said, check out what we'd had coming into the close out here. So volume, that's your ETF structures. Volume in the NYSE, however, popped up. We did 1 billion shares, and we were at 650 million, folks, at 10 minutes of 4. Okay, so what does that do in the Dow Industrials? Well, what it does in the Dow Industrials is that you got a rejection of price. However, that being said, it is not a definition of an ABC down. The reason being is that you can't expand on volume on the way up, which the Dow did. So we'll see how, you get a rejection of price, so that'll still go after the swing low. We'll see how it attacks the 17,210. Now, on the NASDAQ, you did have lighter volume. The NASDAQ, the volume didn't come in. The volume only came in inside the Dow. You're still 1.8 billion versus 2 billion. Let me go back on this for a second. 1 second. So you got, on the Dow Industrials, man, bottom line. Now, we'll see where this shakes out. But the small caps, also IWM, ABC structure on the way down. You rejected higher price, had lighter volume. The IWM did 32 million shares out here versus 43 million. You know, the IWM, by the way, is the weakest indice out here. In fact, it's trading in this exact same place that it was trading 2 years ago, which is amazing, actually. It's like crazy. You know, we're at 114. We were at 114 in December of 2013. It's 2015. So this is where a huge problem comes out of this, folks. The longer that you go sideways at highs with light volume, the further you can go down. The reason being is that it's all distribution at highs. That's how this sets up. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? They whacked gold, and they whacked gold good today. Down to 1064. We're at 1068 right now. You did 170,000 contracts. It took out the lows. That low had 200,000 contracts. Took it out. Bottom line, we take a look at the continuous contract. What you're going to see inside the continuous contract, bring this back. What we're doing is that we're going right back into where we broke out from in November of 2009. And if you have the gold report, you know I'm looking right now, that's 1042, 1042. That's gain. That's the bottom line. That's where we broke out from on a continuous contract from November. And I suspect what you're going to have it. Now, we're coming back into that with dramatically lighter volume. Bottom line, though, the price has to hold. And when I say dramatically lighter volume, if we go over to the GLD and you take a look at this, what you'll see inside the GLD is that in November of 09, we have 403 million shares. First time we tested it was 156 million, 157 million. We're going to do about 120 million this month. So the test will be 120 approximately. Right now, we're only at 68. 120 versus 157 versus the 403. The key there, folks, is that the number has to hold. And the number is higher than where we are right now inside the GLD. What you want to do, however, is that you have to look at the actual continuous contract in gold. The reason being is that the GLD, because of the expense ratio, is 0.5%. Well, it's 0.4%. That on ETF structures, that continues to go out. So over the course of 6 years, of course, 0.4% is 2.4% lower, which is $2.50 lower. That's the money that comes out. So you got to look at the continuous contract. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow's up 6, Nasdaq up 1, S&P's up $1.50. We're going to be right back.